Well, we recently told you the pretty remarkable story of a young man called Carson King from Iowa. King raised $1 million for charity for a children's hospital, and the Des Moines Register, the local newspaper, rewarded him by digging into his personal history all the way back to high school, denouncing him for tweets he made 7 years ago. For this, he was pilloried. Anheuser-Busch, which had agreed to a partnership with him, dropped him. Now, in a fascinating coda to the story, Aaron Calvin, that's the reporter who wrote the original story, has been fired himself after he was found to have offensive tweets on his Twitter timeline as well. Amazing. You know who's still, though, at the Des Moines Register? Carol Hunter. She's the editor who made the call to publish the piece and to crush Carson King. She appears to be completely fine. And to be clear, we're not calling for her firing. We just think it's a little bit weird that the kid gets fired and the person who makes the decision gets to stay. Is that fair? Joe Concha writes about media for The Hill and joins us tonight. Joe, is that fair?
No, it is not fair. This isn't some rogue reporter, Tucker, that just writes a story and there it goes, out, published. There is a vetting system, and the vetting system starts with the senior editor that you just mentioned. She has a job tonight. And by the way, she only put out a statement, an op-ed basically, explaining what happened. And we hear about news organizations, publications demanding transparency from people in power that they cover. I agree with that completely. But in this case, she should be answering questions right now in terms of why she okayed it and why this reporter was thrown under the bus, because he very easily, Tucker, could have been on orders saying, why don't you look into his social media history? Right. And look, as a writer, as a reporter myself, if an editor tells you to do something, you do it. And when you submit a story, the editor could either pull that out or keep it in. But either way, ultimately, it shouldn't be completely your responsibility while the editors get away with zero responsibility.
Well, that does seem right. I mean, her justification was, and by the way, she's basically illiterate. I mean, for a newspaper reporter or editor, she can barely write in English. Maybe it's not her first language. Right. But in her explanation, she said, we wanted to perform a background check on this subject. On just some kid who was giving money to a charity. There's no need for a background check, but we're going to do a background check. They didn't do a background check on their own hire? How does that work?
Exactly. What do you need a background check, by the way? It's completely irrelevant to the story. He raised more than $1.7 million. And yeah, I mean, I think we have to start doing that now. And as a matter of fact, Tucker, I think the educational system, starting at the high school level and even junior high, should start, and I'm completely 100% serious about this, in their curriculum, a course that says, you know what, social media behavior and consequences. Because guess what employers are doing now? Yeah. They used to hire companies to do background checks. They don't do that anymore. They check your social media feeds, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook. One inappropriate tweet or Facebook post or picture, and that can alter your career path. And I don't think enough kids, 16 years old in the place of Carson King, when he put up those tweets, or even this writer, Aaron Calvin, I don't think anybody understands at that age that anything you put up into the public record is going to have consequences. No question about it. By the way, the reporter is speaking out tonight from the Des Moines Register who was fired, and you're not going to believe what he said. You're not going to feel quite as sorry for him. He tells BuzzFeed, Tucker, and I quote, "This whole campaign was taken up by right-wing ideologues and largely driven by that force," adding, "It was just a taste of what I assume that women and journalists of color suffer all the time." I mean, are you kidding me? He's making himself a victim. He's a victim that the editor threw him under the bus. But to say that, I mean, it's hard to feel sorry for him at this point, Tucker.
It's sad. I mean, who goes into the newspaper business now? You know, that we're not sending our best into the newspaper business, as Trump would say. Unfortunately, I used to work in a newspaper, but it's true, unfortunately. Joe, great to see you tonight. Thank you.
It's a dying breed, unfortunately.
It is.
Thank you, Tucker. Have a good weekend.